afternoon, folks. Doug here with Soul Motor Coach in Harrodsburg, Kentucky. I got a beauty that just arrived. I wanted to get my camera in front of it. In fact, my lunch is waiting on me. So I'm going to try to do this one as quick as possible. It's probably going to turn into like a 15-20 minute video.
In the business, we call this foreshadowing.
But I wanted to get this coach in front of you. It literally just arrived. The driver didn't even shut it off. The generator was running. It just came for an 800-mile trip. It's beautiful. I can't wait to show it to you. Let's check this one out. Newmar at its best. Come on, folks. Gorgeous little coach. Folks, you are looking at a 2020 Newmar Kountry Star 3709 in absolutely beautiful shape. Some of the best colors for this year. I've sold several of these coaches with this colors. The grays, the blues, kind of the white stripes in there. Absolutely stunning. Just a hair over 10,000 miles with 200 generator hours in beautiful shape. It has the 360 horsepower Cummins engine, the 3000 Allison transmission. It's going to have a 10,000 pound towing capacity. This is a triple slide, one of them which being a full wall slide. And when we get inside, you're going to see this coach opens up amazing. He already beat me to it and has put a brand new set of snap pads on there for you. So the next owner is going to have the ease and love of using the snap pads. And folks, I'm not funded by snap pads. I just love the product. See all the bugs on the coach. We hadn't even had a chance to wash it or detail it. That's how clean this coach is, folks. Look at all the bugs on there. Don't worry, we're going to get those off there. We're going to fully detail the coach. Know that the tire date codes are going to be original, but let's check and see exactly what those date codes are. I'm going to talk to you about our tire rule, our rule of thumb when it comes to tires. What do I do with tires? You're looking at, there should be on one side of the tire. And if the installer knows what they're doing, they know they're supposed to install the tire with the date code on the outside. Likely this tire wasn't put on until probably 4, maybe even 6 months, up to a year after that. So we're gonna go by the date codes on the tires that are actually on it. So we're gonna call it middle 2018. This tire is gonna be well over 6 years old already. What does it mean with date codes that are 6+ years old? Well, the two front tires are for sure going to be replaced, but likely I'll check the date codes on the rear. And if they're within a few months of being 7 years old, folks, I'm just going to go ahead and put 6 tires on. Our preferred tire is going to be Michelin. Michelin sizing has been weird lately. Sometimes tires have been difficult to find. If I can't find Michelin's, we'll definitely put Toyos on as a backup. But this coach, I'm just going to go ahead and say it. 6 brand new tires, 6 brand new Michelins, hopefully on this one, if not Toyos, for the next owner. Batteries, Doug. I don't talk a lot about batteries because we just mostly replace batteries. Unless they're just a year or two old and they're doing great, we just likely will replace batteries. If you don't mind, before I go in and show you the inside of this beautiful motorhome, would you please take a moment to hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, and please, if you don't mind, hit the share button. Share this around. If you like what you see here at Soul Motor Coach and the videos we do, please hit the share button. Share it with your family, share it with your friends, Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, all that kind of stuff. Share it around. It'll help us a ton. Thank you. Any further, I'm sure you're tired of hearing my mouth. Let's get inside this 3709 bath and a half coach. Welcome inside here, folks. You see what I'm talking about. Newmar quality meets some of the best design for these years. 2020 was the start of a whole new design for Newmar. First year of the Kountry Star was 2020. And I'm going to turn the camera around because I know you didn't click on this video to see my ugly mug. I want to turn the camera around and show you these beautiful cabinets, the great floors, all the options in this coach. Let's go. So many great things to talk about in here. I'm going to try to capture them all. First and foremost, before I get into what you really want to see, I do want to talk a little bit about what's behind me at the front dash. So let's talk about that. We do have a dedicated Voyager backup camera. You can hear the generator very quiet. I'm pretty sure it's an 8,000 watt generator. I'm going to check on it. I think the hours were 200 and something hours, with coming in at only 10,883 miles makes this coach an extreme value. We do have a navigation unit right there. It's going to have all your Bluetooth capability and all that kind of stuff. This coach was not optioned with the overhead television, which in this floor plan is absolutely not needed. So it's going to give you more storage, more places to put things. And that's what you need in a bath in a short 38 foot bath and a half coach. You need as much storage as possible for sure. You're going to control your tank levels, your HVAC, and your auto gen start from this control right here. You're going to see we have the generator operating and just your slide controls, security lights, Xantrax inverters right there. And then you're going to have a Winegard traveler system installed on this coach. I love that both chairs in this coach flip around. Also has a recliner, as you can see right there. We do have a fireplace, tremendous amount of countertop space throughout the coach. And as you can see, we got the Samsung television with the televator that pops up out of the countertop. Just love the Corian countertops they use here. Traditional propane cooktop, traditional water heater, simple folks, simple, easy to use. This coach drives great. It's just a lot of value for the money. Whirlpool over the range microwave oven, convection oven, and we do have a kitchen window there. And I love the backsplash, how the tile and the Corian kind of all matches together really well. Just a great design feature from Newmar. This co-captain's chair turns around, becomes a recliner. This chair will also swivel. It does not have a recliner in it. One thing I think is really cool that I don't know if the previous owner did it or Newmar started doing it, but they did put a cup holder here. I think that is well advised for Newmar to add a cup holder right there. We have beautiful leather furniture. I don't know if this is the faux leather, if this is a real leather. Shoot us an email, talk to us, let us know. We can also get the build sheet. I'd love to go over you line by line. I'm going to get the build sheet from Newmar on this one, go line by line, all the options that were taken on it. From what I'm seeing, this thing had a tremendous amount of options. Upgraded inverter, just lots and lots of stuff. But let's continue. Nice furniture with the ottomans that become reversible. We can take this cushion out. Check the pictures. Go to the website, soulmotorcoach.com. I got pictures where I flip that around here. I just simply don't have time in these videos to do all the stuff. We do have a booth dinette here. Now, keep in mind, this does not convert into a bed. And let's good time to talk about the sleeping arrangements. Yes, we have a king-size bed in the back. No, this does not convert into sleeping. But yes, this sofa right here does turn into a bed. So really it's going to sleep for, you can sit for, comfortable for eating, and you can seat 4 people in here. So this coach is made for 2 to 4 people. Definitely. I love the size of this window right here. That is huge. And I love the design, the cabinetry, that matte finish brown cabinetry. Wall sconces are beautiful. Really nice. And then I love this little clock here, and there's another little piece of artwork here that I think is pretty cool too. But all the furniture in this coach, just like as you would expect, is all in beautiful condition. Light use on this coach. I don't hardly see any wear and tear here. The only negative I see inside of this entire coach is this little tiny, and I'm being very dramatic, in fact I could only see it when I was standing at the front of the coach with the light gleaming in a certain way. But you can see a tiny little rub mark. It's not even a scratch, it's a rub mark in the LVP floors. Coming in here, we're going to have a half bath, plenty of room to move around in here and do everything you need to do with a power flush toilet, vessel sink, more countertops, more storage in this coach. Plenty of storage for a bath and a half. Also option with the central vacuum system. And then we're going to have a Whirlpool refrigerator with water in the door, ice in the drawer. Coming on back here, part of our full wall slide is going to be our bedroom here. And just before I talk about the king size bed, we're going to have a huge double wardrobe here. Look at the size. There's a reason the 3709 was the best-selling floor plan in 2020, and it's still, I think they changed it. I think they added a foot to it or did something a little bit different. The floor plan is still active, but I think they may have stretched it out just a little bit in the 24, 25 models. We have a flat panel television, emergency egress window right there, plenty of drawers. Going to be that king size bed on its own slide out. This is the third slide with a window on both sides of the bed. And this Newmar just did a great job with the design of this coach. Again, I love the natural wood floors. I love personally the matte finished cabinetry in this one. Yes, we do have a door that's going to close off the bedroom from the living room and salon and galley area. And yes, we're going to have a pocket door that closes closes off the rear bath. Into the rear bath here, we could talk about that. A lot to talk about back here with that same flooring that flows throughout. We're going to have another Dometic toilet, a window here, and we're going to have a washer and dryer. You can check the website, SewellMotorCoach.com, for all of the pictures, and I take pictures of the washer, dryer, the bays, all that kind of stuff. I love the sink back here, and the same Corian countertops, and a medicine cabinet right there is absolutely gorgeous. Talking about radius showers, we're talking about a coach that's sub 38 feet, or let's just call it, for the purposes of this video, this is like 37 feet, 11 inches. Folks, we're just going to call it a 38-foot coach. Typically, you're going to see small radius showers, and that's what this appears to be, but I've actually owned a floor plan, the 4002 floor plan, which is essentially the exact same bathroom as this. I was very comfortable as I walk into the coach. Now, I'm 6 foot with my hat is a little bit taller. I do have to duck my head just a little bit to get into the shower, but there is plenty of room for me to move about in here. I can get my business done. And folks, if you haven't noticed, I'm a pretty good sized fella. Moving on this bathroom, I like this little closet area. They have just another place to hang clothes and wardrobe. And yes, we have lights that pop on in each closet area, but everything is just really clean and in great shape. What you would expect from a 10,000 mile, 3 or 4 year old, maybe even 5-year-old coach, I would expect it to be in amazing condition. You can tell whoever had this coach really cared for it. Honestly, they didn't use it much. I'm seeing some evidence up front. I'm going to show you one thing that leads me to believe that they really didn't use this coach a lot. It smells just like a brand new one in here. Outside of that little mark that we found on the floor there, this coach is pretty darn close to like new. The carpets are all clean. Again, taking a deep breath in, it smells amazing in here. So that's the leading indicators that whoever owned this coach took great care of it. Talking about on that leading indicator, I don't think anybody ever used this coach much because they have the original Newmar Freightliner Performance. This is like the sales sticker that they put on the windows when the coach is sold new. I've done it in a couple videos and I'm slacking a little bit, but what's it like with the slides in going down the road? Well, we're going to put the slides in on this one and I'm going to show you just that. The answer is it's really good. The 3709 does have a little bit of limitation. I'm going to explain it to you when we get towards the back. For a big boy like me, it gets a little bit tight in the middle, but it's not really a place that I spend much time with the slides in anyway. I'm gonna turn the camera on and show you everything. As you walk up, you have plenty of room to maneuver. I drove this coach to where it's at now. It's set. The seat is set in a spot that I'm comfortable at. I'm just an inch shy of 6 foot. Plenty of room to move the seat back further, lean it back, do all that kind of stuff without it being inhibited by the slide. So plenty of room there for sure. As we come over here, definitely plenty of room too. There's still room to recline and move the seat back a little bit for the passenger as well. You can move that seat forward quite a bit and then recline a little bit. Of course, you have that recliner you can use while you're driving down the road as well. But the most important thing is, how is the coach able to be used with the slides in going down the road? Let's kind of walk through this. You have full access to your sofa, fireplace, storage underneath the countertops. Yes, you can have the TV up while you're driving down the road, and yes, you can watch TV while you're driving down the road on the sofa. I love this sofa here. It's plenty of room to move about. Also, the good thing about a booth dinette is the fact that you can use the booth while you're driving down the road. Now, you can get to everything in your galley. You can get to the refrigerator. We're going to talk about that here in a second. Most importantly, can you get to the half bath and use the restroom without putting the slides in? The answer is yes, you can. Let me show you. This to you at an angle. I just got to turn sideways and skinny through between the booth and the countertop. A little bit tougher for me than most to get through here. The tight spot is here, but it's doable. Now, the good thing I love about Newmar is their half bath doors are designed to be able to be used with the slides in driving down the road. So you really get the same access with the door, with the slides in, slides out. It really doesn't matter. You got full access to your half bath. The struggle, again, for a big boy like me, now I'm a 300-pounder, you know, I like cheeseburgers, but I can get through here. I got to squeeze just a little bit.
Oh my.
Can do it. It's just I got to squeeze my belly. Now, for a normal sized person, they're really not going to have an issue getting back here. It's something to consider when you're looking for a motorhome, not just looking at the floor plan and thinking, do I like this floor plan? Will this floor plan work for me? But seeing it with the slides in. You can't always put your slides out. You may need to stop at a truck stop. You might be tied in there in between two trucks and really don't have the room to put your slides out. It happens occasionally, not very often for us. I mean, we just don't typically travel that way, but it can happen where maybe one of your slides don't work, or maybe you need to use the coach with the slide rooms in. Definitely a usable coach with the slides in. There are some floor plans out there, some other manufacturers that some of the items, some of the facilities in the coach have to have the slides out in order to use them. Definitely something to keep an eye on. I don't get the chance to talk to a ton about when it comes to Newmar. I try to remember. I don't have time to do test drive videos on all of them. I will tell you this. I just drove this coach down here 60. I think I got up to 65 miles an hour. The dash air is ice cold. The cameras work great. All the keys are right there, as you can see. But I like to talk a little bit about comfort steer and how that works, because a lot of people are confused on what comfort steer is and how it works. It's an adjustable help. It's an adjustable aid. It's got settings 1 through 5, 1 being the most help, 5 being the least help, and it just makes it that much easier. I can turn this wheel with one finger, and I know as soon as I let go of it, it's going to turn itself back to center. It does two things for you. One, it's never going to allow you to drop your coach. Now, on this particular coach, you never have to worry about that, but coaches with bigger tires like Dutch Stars, Mountain Air, Essex, King Air, what that does for you is you never have to worry about if you forget to turn your wheel. If you got your wheels cut and you accidentally hit that leveler and you forget to straighten your wheels up, this coach isn't going to drop the fenders on top of your wheels and crack the fenders. I've seen it done many times before comfort steer on Newmars. The second thing it's going to do for you, not only is it going to help you fight wind, it's just going to make turning the wheel much easier. It's going to cut down on that driver fatigue that you get in your shoulders. And essentially, I tell people, if you're driving 10 hours and you're driving a gas coach, you're going to be sweaty and frustrated. Driving a diesel pusher with comfort steer, you're going to, after your 10 hours, you're going to be ready to get out, go have dinner, go have a good time. You're not going to be frustrated. You're not going to be tired. You're not going to be ready for a nap. It definitely aids in the driver fatigue and things like that. So, and it helps you fight crosswind. All that, it's a really cool feature, and driving one of these machines is definitely a joy. A short little video riding around the parking lot here. I don't have my tripod set up, so I'm going to turn the video off as soon as I get out on the main highway. Accelerates really well. The 360 Cummins on a 38-foot Country Star is definitely a powerhouse. Plenty of power to move the coach up and down the road. If you clicked on this video because you wanted to see a pretty coach, a Newmar Ventana 3709, but you're really not interested in buying a coach from Soul Motor Coach or buying this coach, this is the part of the video where it may get a little bit boring, because I'm going to talk about our process, how we operate, the way we do business, pricing, financing. I'm going to try to touch on all those things for you during this part of the video. So for those of you who are signing off, thank you so much. Hope you have a wonderful and blessed day. Don't forget to hit that like and subscribe button. Take care. Those of you who are interested in learning more about our process, how we operate here at Soul Motor Coach, I'm going to go find a seat. I'm going to kick my feet up. We're going to have a little conversation about how our process works.
Let me tell you something.
It's a little bit hot in here. I'm going to turn the air conditioner on. I normally try to keep it as quiet as in here as possible, but I always want to take the opportunity to talk to you about Newmar and their air conditioning plenums, because I told you I was going to. So I've turned the air conditioners on, and we're going to let those kick on. I'm going to talk to you while we're listening to both air conditioners in this coach go, and I think you're going to be impressed. You can hear both those air conditioners kick on. Now I'm kicked back here pretty good. I got my feet up on these ottomans. This couch is extremely comfortable. Sorry about the bad camera work, but this is a great opportunity to talk about our process, things that you should look out. The first thing I want to talk about a couple of major points, two things I want to talk to you about. Number one, if you're looking for a coach like this, if you're in the market for a Class A motorhome and you're watching this video and you're just getting an education and you're not going to end up buying from us, one thing I want you to watch out for is if you're looking at a coach like you see here at another dealer or an individual has it, and you're just not sure about either the person that you're dealing with, the dealer or the individual, or the coach itself, you're just not sure, you have any reservations, any doubts in your head, you need to take the time and get an inspection done. I always say that to lead me into the next part of the video. I like to talk about Sewell Motor Coach and what we do to inspect. And I'd say it towards the end of the video where I talk a little bit about where we take all the risk out of buying one of these. And what does that really mean? Folks, we take all the risk out of buying a unit like this. When you buy one from us, there's many things that go on during the process, but the most important thing is the inspection. You got to know what you're buying. So what I do is I do 3 inspections on every coach, unless it's a trade-in. I won't get into that in this video because this coach was a purchase. I purchased this in Florida from a wholesaler. So a guy who buys directly from folks. He likely bought this directly from the original owner when they were ready to sell the coach. So I bought it from him. So what do I do when I make these purchases? Even though I have a really good working relationship with this gentleman, he's got a very large company and he can't possibly know every coach and its condition. So what I do is I send an inspector out to do a quick inspection. So that's the first inspection of 3 inspections that we do. I send a gentleman out who's really good at what he does. He does a quick 30-45 minute inspection just to make sure that the coach is what we think it is. Make sure it's something that we want to represent here at Sewell Motor Coach, and it's going to be checking the major stuff. No big deal. Once that inspection's done and money exchanges hands, we buy the coach, then we're going to send a driver to pick it up, and that's when our second inspection starts. And when that coach, as it's driving back here, this one just arrived today, literally 10 minutes before I started shooting this video, the driver showed up with it. We got him off to the airport, back down to Florida, and we're starting our second inspection. So I'm going to do the video, take pictures, and then the guys are going to come over, get the coach, and start the second inspection. Essentially, they're going to do the same inspection. All we're doing is just making sure that the coach is retail ready, that we can offer it for sale. And the reason we do that the second time is to make sure that we don't need to order any parts. We don't want to slow down the sale. If you're watching this video and you decide you're ready to buy this coach, that's when we take this coach through the third inspection. That is the most important inspection. A pre-delivery inspection, or PDI, is the most important inspection that we do during the process of selling a coach to you. We want to be able to deliver this coach to you in a timely manner whenever you decide. 7 to 10 days is ideal. Sometimes we get a little bit backed up and we're 2 weeks, sometimes 3 weeks, but most commonly 7 to 10 days we can get this coach prepped for you, ready for you, detailed, everything ready to go. Leads me into the second part of what we do at Sewell Motor. Well, we do many parts, but that leads me into the second part of the major stuff I want to talk to you about, and that's delivery, folks. When you're buying a coach from us, when the coach has been through prep, through detail, through service, through all the things that we do, during that process, we're going to service the coach. Everything that needs to be serviced, 100%. Everything's going to get detailed. Every button's going to be touched. Every system is going to be operated. We're going to make sure that we get this coach ready for you. When it's time for you to come pick it up, we call it delivery day. We want to make sure we don't just flip you the keys. We don't want to just flip you the keys and wish you the best of luck. We actually want you to plan on staying here for at least 1 night, preferably 2, so we can get you familiar with how all the systems in the coach work. Make sure that you understand how the inverters work and how to operate the slides and how to operate the leveling system and so on and so forth. We're going to make sure you understand how to operate everything in the coach, because one of the most important things is when you invest this type of money into an RV, you want to make sure that you understand how to use it so you can enjoy it. 80% or so of all RV problems are caused by operator error, and we try to mitigate that by explaining to you how to use all the systems in the coach, just making sure that you're comfortable with it. But that does, while you're here for a day or 2, that allows you to do your own inspection. If we miss anything, if a door needs to be adjusted, or if who knows what, maybe a sink is leaking, or something that we missed during the pre-delivery inspection, the inspection and the repair, we can go ahead and touch that stuff up for you. That way, when you are ready to pull out of our parking lot, that you're 100% happy, that you're 100% ready to go travel, and you can go out and enjoy your coach. This basically is telling you in one simple statement that trust who you're buying from, and folks, we take all the risk out of buying a unit like this. Now, if you're interested, continue watching this video. We're going to talk about pricing, how we price coaches, trade-ins, financing, those types of things. So just give me a couple more minutes of your time. So I often get comments in the video, what's the price? Well, I don't mention the price in the video because sometimes coaches don't sell in a week or two. Every once in a while we get one that sticks around for 30, 45, 60 days, sometimes even 90 days. And it's just part of inventory and how things work. We are a one price dealer. I don't know how else I can say that. The best way we found to tell people that we are a one price dealer. You never have to worry about negotiating with us. Our first price is our last price, and our last price is our best price. What that means is that I'm going to be the best deal in the market for the coach that you're looking at. When you compare apples to apples, mileage, condition, the dealer, individual versus dealer, the service that we provide, we're going to be dollar for dollar, apples to apples, the best possible deal in the market for sure. When I buy these units, that's what I strive for, is to be the best deal in the market. Important to us, folks, that we treat you right. And I want you to jump on. I don't want you just to trust my word for it. I want you to jump on Google and check our reviews. But not only that, if you're looking at this coach and you're looking at a coach at another dealer and you're just not sure, again, check Google. Jump on Google. See what other people are saying about that dealer. Don't just trust the words that are coming out of their mouth. The proof's in their pudding. My parents told me a long time ago, Doug, put your money where your mouth is. If you say it, mean it. If you say it, do it. Financing is definitely one of the strongest parts of our business. I've got Heather and Mike in the and also Becky in titling. I got 3 people in finance that work hand in hand with each other to get you the absolute best interest rates, the best deals. We're always communicating with different banks, different brokers on how we could possibly get you the best possible financing, rates, terms, all that kind of stuff. We understand how to structure deals here at Soul Motor Coach. We absolutely love trade-ins. If you're trading another Newmar, trading down, trading up, trading in Class Cs, we take trades of all kinds. Keep in mind that we're Soul Motor Coach, not Soul RV. So we do only sell motorhomes. That doesn't mean I won't trade for your fifth wheel or your travel trailer. It just means I'm not going to keep that unit. I'm going to wholesale that to another dealer. That could be good for you because that means I'm going to call a wholesaler, 2 or 3 wholesalers, and I'm going to get the best bid. The number they give me is the number I'm going to give you. That leads me into another part I want to talk about with trades. You know you're getting the best value for a trade-in or the correct value for a trade-in. Any dealer can play the trade-in games with you, make you feel good. They've got their coach priced $50,000 higher than what they'll actually sell it for. I see it all the time. They're priced way to the moon, and they show you some crazy number on your trade-in just to make you feel good. I'm telling you is whether you buy one from me or not, the number I give you is the number we'll write you a check for, or the other dealer will be willing to write you a check for. That's how you know you're getting the real number on your trade-in. We call it actual cash value, not trade values. There's a difference between trade value and actual cash value. The trade value we give you is actual cash value. So just be careful when out in the market hunting. We see it all the time. We hear it. Oh, Doug, somebody gave me $20,000 more for my trade-in than you did. Well, are they willing to write you a check for that? That's what you need to ask. When you're dealing with them and they offer you a number for your trade, ask them if they're willing to write you a check for your unit, whether you buy theirs or not. That's a leading indicator. Again, for sticking in there to this one, I really like the Newmar product. And as you can hear, I waited to the end of this video. Folks, both air conditioners are blasting on this one. Also, the generator is going full blast, running both air conditioners. If you hadn't noticed, it is still quiet in here. Can you hear this? That's as loud as the air conditioner gets in a Newmar. Their air conditioning plenums are some of the quietest out there. They do a great job. And I think Newmar overall, probably the best quality built motor coach in the fiberglass variety on the market.